It was a struggle I didn't know how to handle, and it was something that I knew that I had no control over. It had control over me.
This video is sponsored by Covenant Eyes. We've got a way for you to get your first 30 days free, so keep watching till the end.
I've been a Christian for 12 years now, and I have been married to my amazing wife for 6 years, and I'm also a loving father to my daughter Paloma. I love spending time with my wife and daughter. I love playing the drums. Before I became a Christian, sexual sin was probably one of the biggest things I had to conquer. Immoral lifestyle, masturbation and pornography every day. It was pretty much my God. My goal was to be with women, flirt with them, and also just what could I do to escape and please myself in any way. My sexual sin got so prevalent in my walk with God to where I was asked to leave the church because I wasn't willing to change. Even as I got married, it was still a battle, and I saw how it was damaging our marriage. It was a struggle I didn't know how to handle. I had no control over. It had control over me. I was always hoping that it would just go away, and it never did. Every day I was hiding something. I was deceitful. I was ashamed. I was scared to share with my wife what was going on a daily basis because as a Christian, I can't be living like this. And I just lived in fear, and I lived in enslavement. Yeah, it wasn't until I did something that I never thought I'd do. I did not think my sin would get this far. There was a part of me that still wanted to keep on going, and I knew that there's something going on spiritually, mentally, that I really needed to invite God into. After that wake-up call, I knew I couldn't do this on my own. So I reached out to Dave Widener from the Pure and Simple Ministry, emailed him everything. I started, doing as he said. I got a counselor for addiction recovery. I joined a 12-step program, and I started engaging myself with the Pure and Simple Ministry. I knew that I had to invite others into the struggle with me instead of hoping that I can get over it one day on my own. So yeah, there are 3 things that I've had to instill in my heart to continue to help me overcome this struggle with my sexual sin since 2018. And one of those 3 things is making the light my best friend. In 1 John chapter 1, verses 5 through 7, it states, "This is the message we have heard from him and declare to you. God is light. In him there is no darkness at all. If we claim to have fellowship with him and yet walk in the darkness, we lie and do not live out the truth. But if we walk in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship with one another, and the blood of Jesus, his son, purifies us from all sin." So when I was stuck in my cycle of sexual sin, it was because it would thrive in darkness. I did not want to get open. I was ashamed to. And when I was living in that shame, I felt so hopeless. If I really wanted to get help, I needed to let others in. And from that point, I had to make the decision to be in the light every single day, 24/7. Letting brothers know what was going on, what are my struggles, what are my thoughts, what are my temptations, what are my worries, my fears. That was usually done, like I said, with a brother, a recovery partner, and even my wife. And that had to be my conviction every day. A second thing that really helped me a lot is to have scheduled check-in calls with recovery partners and disciples. And these men that I would do these check-in calls with, they were also there to help keep me accountable, and also vice versa. It was a continuous fight between the both of us. But I reached out to them for me. How is my relationship with my wife? How has it been going with my own personal purity? And that had to happen, if not once every day, 3 times per day, every single day. As soon as I stopped connecting with brothers on a daily level, that is when I started to have more self-reliance, and I knew that the sexual sin would grow back. So I know this can seem like a lot of stuff, but one of the things that Tom Milley says is, am I willing to give myself up to the direction of another person, and am I willing to do whatever it takes? I knew that I needed to do these things and not have any type of wavering. So the third and final thing that I wanted to talk about was focusing on this 24 hours only. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33 through 34 states, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." If I can just think about what can I do to stay connected with God, with Jesus, the recovery partners in my life who are holding me accountable, and my family, that is what I can focus on today. It can be really daunting to think, I gotta stay pure for the next 6 months, the next 6 years, or whatever that's going on. But if you just focus on today and do your best for today, that has let God take control of everything else. And I want to say that I'm really grateful to God that I have not acted out in any way since 2018. And I'm not going to lie, there has been struggles and fights, but He has kept me free from this. And it's because of these 3 things and also others, but the men in my life, knowing who God is and how much He loves me and how much He wants to help me, inviting Him into this fight, inviting men and even my wife into this fight has helped me stay connected and stay pure and stay faithful.
Breaking free from sex addiction is a team effort, which is why we've partnered with the #1 app for helping people overcome pornography addiction, Covenant Eyes. It's a filtering and accountability software, and we can give you your first 30 days free with promo code KIDOGO21. The link is in the description below, and we hope you enjoyed today's video. God bless.